Greetings, kings and queens. This is Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. And I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. My name is Tamika, and today we're going to just chat a little bit. As my channel is starting to grow, I just recently realized you can't live stream without having 1,000 viewers. So, all of you that do turn in, as few as it may be right now, starting out, I don't despise small beginnings. So even though it's only a few in number of you, for those of you that are on here, I ask that you please like, share, subscribe. Please share, more importantly, because I am trying to really grow this channel. I feel like everything that is said and done here is really contributing to someone. It can reach someone on a different level. We're all at different phases and stages in our life and our spirituality and what's going on in our life experiences. So please, by all means, share the videos. I'm going to start sharing them more too. What I want to talk about today is I don't know if I can really put a direct title on it, but if I were to say it, I would say just becoming unstuck. Some of us are feeling as though we are just kind of stuck or stagnant right now for whatever reason. Some of us is energetically being stagnant. Some of us is life experiences that cause us to feel like we're stagnant. Some of us is just we're physically feeling as though we have low energy or what have you. So I just wanted to offer some things that I feel like Spirit downloaded to me. Just today, more getting more clear about what it is that was going on energetically. And this can apply to any aspect of your life. But I feel as though even my own energy I really got to push and push and push. And what I felt led to say and come up here and talk to you guys about was that a lot of us, although we are awakened and although we're growing, we have become dependent on what used to work for us and how we used to do things. And what I mean by that is I feel like there's a call for evolution, there's a call for growth, there's a call for being stretched beyond what you're comfortable with, what you become comfortable with. There is a call to be stretched. Let's talk about this on a spiritual level. I feel as though Spirit is saying that in order for us to get to a new level of what we want to manifest in our life, that we have to get to a new level of what we're willing to put in. We have to get to an elevated level, if you will. And of course, it's no specific formula. You just have to figure it out. But if you just sit and think for a while, what have you been doing to enhance your spirituality? What have you been doing? What kind of books have you been reading? Have you enhanced and prolonged your meditation? What are you getting out of your meditation? Are you able to hear clearly? Are all your chakras are they all aligned? Are you in alignment with every aspect of your life? Do you feel like you have balance? Are you content in your spirit? All of these things are questions to ask yourself when you get into a place of feeling stuck and stagnant. Some of you, of course, it's energetically first in all ways, and you have to tend to that. But sometimes our environmental circumstances can invoke or impress upon us that we are not moving in a positive direction. So we want to definitely make sure that we're changing ourselves and our circumstances from the inside out. Okay, so that was one thing that I felt Spirit said. Asking yourself those hard questions, and as I said before, doing a real hard look at yourself and self-reflecting. What are we doing to expand, ourselves? Really, are we putting ourselves in social circles, if that's what you feel like you need to do, with like-minded individuals that will help encourage us? Many of us may not go to church, but we do still need a community of people that share the same beliefs, or not even share the same beliefs, but just have a positive attitude and non-bias, an unjudgmental attitude, and just to be around that energy of somebody else that can kind of help uplift us if you feel led to do that. Some of us really have slacked off on our meditation, honestly speaking, and so that it's a definite difference. You can feel the distinction between if you had the consistency of meditation and then you just start to slowly but surely. Because I feel like a lot of us are seeming like we're running on fumes. And with this work, you have to continue to evolve. You can't depend on what you did last year to continue to sustain you because we're constantly moving. And sad enough, our environment is steadily moving with us. So if we're using the same formulas that we've used in the past, those formulas may need to be tweaked a little bit. Those ingredients that we used to do that had us on cloud nine, that had us all the way to a 10, they may need to be tweaked a little bit. So think about that. Um, our gratitude in situations that we may face right now. Everyone, like I said, is in different stages, but I feel like gratitude is the glue that will hold it all together. I think I read a card yesterday that just talks about gratitude, talked about appreciation, talked about being content. Now, let me pause there for a second because anytime somebody says anything about contentment or being content, to some that might feel like, oh, I'm settling. No, we're saying being content on how things are right now, knowing that what you're feeling, what you're going through right now, what you're experiencing in your outward vortex, it was destined to be. Whether you had anything to do with it or not, it was destined to be. But as you know, in this present tense, what's happening present has already been predicted and we're living it now. And what we're doing right now is projected for what's going forward. So what are you projecting going forward? What are you depositing going forward? Those are things to ask. Some of us need to just get very, very much in tune with self, be it no higher self, and knowing that the way that you're used to getting there. So it's just like when you start doing a new job, right? You start doing this new job, and at first you're scared to death. You don't know what to expect. You're doing this for the very first time. But after you make the decision to do it, now it's becoming like second nature. And now you need more things on that job to challenge you. If you start doing that job and that job alone and nothing else but these three things for the next 5 years, you're going to get to the end of that 5 years and feel like, okay, what else is there? Same thing with your spirit, same thing with your energy. You're going to get to this place now. What worked last year, you are evolved. We're evolving creatures. We're constantly moving. Things on in our exterior environment, while they're not supposed to be our core, but we have to react to certain things in our environment. True enough, we live in a physical body in an environment where we're coming in contact with different energies. We have to go to work, we have to tend to children, we have to do this, that, and the third. And now you must know that the mundane things that you're used to doing may not work right now. It just may not work, especially if you have a purpose. And none of us will achieve our ultimate purpose until we die. Okay, so what does that mean? We constantly have to put forth work. We constantly have to explore new opportunities to expand our horizons. Okay, and that's what I feel. Case in point, this channel, I kind of touched about it in the last couple of videos, but this channel, I'm expecting for this channel to grow because this is just one platform that I personally feel is a purpose. After I got past, um, how it was going to happen, when it was going to happen, that was not serving me. It's like, are you going to do it or are you not? Okay. And I have to start somewhere. Right now, I got a whole four subscribers, and I'm okay with that. But I expect that you, my friend, my beloved, will begin to share this information. It may not mean anything to you, but I just ask that you share it because it may be something for somebody. I've always had the spirit of encouragement, of motivation, of just pulling out the best in people. That is what I feel my gift is. And this is just another platform in order to do that because constantly I have to stretch myself. I have to read books that stimulate my mind, my energy, and my vortex. I have to have a different mindset. And a lot of us is stuck in a mindset. Okay, we're stuck in a mundane mindset and we're wondering why we're not moving forward. And so you have to really have, again, that self reflection, that hard conversation with yourself to kind of figure out where am I now and where do I want to be? And am I making the appropriate steps to get there? And there is nothing spectacular, nothing woo-ha about what I'm saying, but I feel like I everyone has this sphere of influence, and I can't not say what I feel led to say because maybe somebody else has said it a different way. I think we get really, really caught up in a trap. We have to realize, people, kings and queens, that we have our own sphere of influence. We have our own circle of people that really give a damn about what we have to say because we are trying to be that positive being, that positive light, that encourager. And so, with that being said, do not limit yourself based off of what you feel somebody else is doing, and it may be similar, but nobody is like you. Nobody is like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, let me turn my phone on vibrate for a second. So I just want you all to encourage yourself. Encourage yourself in knowing that if you are finding your place in a stuck and stagnant situation, that only you have the power to modify that, to change that. Okay. I wasn't gonna do any cards, but I feel like maybe Spirit is gonna talk to us a little bit through the oracles so that we can kind of expand on what I've just said. Spirit guide, angels, gods, and goddesses, ancestors, divine white light. This is the law of attraction card that I'm about to pull. And maybe this will give us a focus of things to come, okay? So I want you all to be encouraged. Please, again, share this video because if you don't need it right now, you might need it later, and somebody else definitely might need to hear this. I feel like a lot of us are stuck in a state of fear as well. And you have to admit that to yourself if you are, if you're not. A state of fear, and it's crippling us. Faith. I have faith that I can manifest the wealth and prosperity that I desire. That is the card. Having that faith. But not just for prosperity. I mean, no, we want it for prosperity. We want it for wealth, but not in the means that society is used to looking at wealth and prosperity. They're looking at wealth and prosperity and always in a form of a money form, a monetary gain. It's not all about money. There's rich people in this world and they're just as miserable as someone that is homeless. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all about the money. You got to really get to the bottom of looking past the money. Okay, money allows us financial freedom. It allows us to give back to maybe those that are really, really needing our help. But we have to have a wealth and a prosperity mentality within ourselves, within our mindsets, within our energy source. That's where the money comes from. It comes from how you feel within. Okay. I used to tell somebody all the time, the way you keep your house is a direct reflection about how you feel inside yourself. If you keep everything in disarray and disorganized, then yeah, you're gonna feel like you're always unorganized in yourself, in your mindset, in your thoughts. You're gonna feel that way. Okay. Loyalty. Loyalty. What does it say? Your real excuse me, your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. I like that. Why? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about being loyal to your higher self so that you can continue to expand. The reliability. I can rely on myself. I can rely on my practice of spiritual work or whatever. I can rely on that when I'm feeling a certain type of way or when things don't seem to be going the way I want them to. Demonstrating, acting it out, it being forthcoming in the atmosphere. A love, a sense of devotion. Some of us have lost our devotion, being devoted to anything. You don't want to commit to anything because of fear of failure. And that's not the way we're made. That's not what where our purpose is. No matter what it is, you're not created here to fail. And then consistency, doing it consistently. Okay? A lot of us will do things for a couple months and then we don't do it for a couple more months and we want the outcome to come as if we manifested it the way we picture it. You got to be consistent. Everything is the momentum building and building and building on what it is that you want to do. So I think that goes hand in hand, don't you? Faith and loyalty. And this goes hand in hand. Again, it's not about no money. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the richness of your soul, the richness of your beingness and your faithfulness towards yourself. And you're worried about disappointing people and what you're not doing. What about what you are doing? Congratulate yourself for what you are doing. This video is not meant to be very long, but I just wanted to kind of put some tidbits out there because that's the life advice portion of what I would like to say. Let me see what else I've written here in my journal. We need to set our sights high and forward, okay? Set ourselves up for the success that we really want to see. We really want to see success, then you have to do the momentous things that's going to create that success. If you want to feel a different way, then you have to sit with yourself, get to the bottom of why you're feeling that way, and do the things that fuel feeling different. Okay? Being harmonious with yourself, very, very important. You need to write down what your feelings are. I really feel that you need to write down what your feelings are because there is a shift and you need to be able to look back and congratulate yourself on the things that you have actually manifested in your life. I didn't write much here, but I just wanted to give those nuggets to you guys because I really feel as though if given the opportunity that this can be a season where people start to fall depressed and they start to feel like there's no worthiness within themselves and you start to feel like you're stuck and stagnant. And I'm just here to combat that because that is a choice. It really is a choice. Like I said, it doesn't matter much about what we think is going on in the outside versus what's going on in the inside. We have to work from the inside out. And so that is my piece. That is my spiel. That is my advice. I pray that you all be blessed. Um, Whatever it is that you need to do, just know your life depends on it. Your life depends on it because your spirit needs to be fueled in order for you to continue in your purposeful work. So, in all, take this, share it, like it, subscribe it again, and I love you all. Take care.